If you are sharing your art in this current year, you have to compete with a lot of slop. And, I mean, this is not news to anybody, I don't think, but AI makes slop. But I also think that humans make a lot of slop too. And people don't really address that as much. But I think humans can make slop, and as an artist, we gotta compete with that. And there's kind of two ways of looking at that thing. You could say, man, I gotta compete with slop now. This sucks. Or you could say something like, well, I'm an artist, and the competition is slop. I think that's a good thing. So if that makes sense, what I'm trying to the point I'm trying to imply here is that, oh my gosh. Okay. The point I'm trying to make is that if you're competing with slop, the bar is already pretty low. I think all you really need to do is be true to yourself and share a story. Your story. It doesn't have to be profound even. To make something that is vulnerable and just genuinely yourself puts you miles above where slop would be. And if this is our baseline, right, and you're going even a bit above, that's a good thing, and it's good that it's easy. I mean, I'm a musician. There's a lot of good tools out there that are consumer friendly, consumer ready, and they're affordable. And there's really no excuse for me to not make my art, make my music. I mean, obviously I do. I'm sitting in my studio right now. I had this whole section built in my basement, pretty much, and I built it myself. But it's why am I worried about slop when my work is just obviously so much better than it? Now, that's only on the artistic side. I will acknowledge that to make a career out of art or music, that's a different discussion to be had, maybe. But I also do think that good work can speak for itself. Maybe that's maybe that makes me unk for believing in meritocracy, but I believe to an extent that if the work is good, if the art is good, it inherently has more staying power, and therefore may be easier in the long run, at least, to build a career out of that. I'm seeing a lot of musicians, I mean, I'm a musician, right? So musicians especially, that are kind of just not, I feel at least, maybe they're just having fun, but to me, they're just not taking their music seriously. They'll be writing about serious topics and personal events, and they'll be writing about that, and it'll be good. It'll be really good on its own. But then when I go onto their social medias to promote their songs, it's they're just goofing around and not taking the song seriously. So therefore, I don't take the song seriously. And I'm sorry, that's just how I feel. But it's they're creating art, but they're putting slop out there to promote the art. And if that sounds confusing, I mean, I'm confused by it. I guess it is confusing. Now, obviously, if you want to make a career out of art, you gotta do some self-promotion and market yourself and have a brand. But I think there is a balance. Not even a balance. It's just there's a way to do that without being a slop contributor. Contribute slop to the world, right? There's a way to do that. People have been doing that for decades at this point, but it just seems like slop gets the most attention the fastest. And maybe that's what people care about the most. And I mean, hell, I care about it. I want to get attention fast for what I'm doing. Who doesn't? But maybe there's like a element of trust the process. I do think that if my music blew up when I started making music back in, or not started making music, but when I started having a music career, taking this seriously full time back in 2021, if that music blew up, looking back on it now, I would be not very happy with that. Not because it wasn't like good art or good music, it's just because I have improved my skills so much, and I'm confident that I will continue to grow, and the music that I'm making right now in this moment is really, really good. And if I had that like fast, high attention, uh, all that stuff come towards me, I don't think I would have grown because I would have gotten complacent in my sound, which was subpar at best. I mean, it was good. I'm proud of it for what it was, like I said, but that kind of goes back to what I was saying about the work should speak for itself. I didn't do any like crazy promotion for that to get a million views on my song. I put it out there. I did a little bit of promotion. I was still new at that too, and I'm still learning that today. But it really didn't do much. And I'm not ashamed to admit that because of that experience, I was able to learn. I was able to grow my skills and try different things and find out not only what people like, but what I like. And that just doesn't come from fast attention, and that certainly doesn't come from slop. That might be all I have to say. But, I mean, hey, if you're an artist, you're competing with slop. The bar's pretty low. Just do your thing and keep doing it. Probably easier said than done, and there's, a lot of things going on otherwise in the world and for people's personal lives, of course. Yeah, I mean, I just have hope that it'll work out one of these days. And I know where I'm going, and I'll get there. Okay. Peace.